Hello. Good morning. Before anybody eats, we would like to bless the food and also tell you the significance of the food. So I'm going to have Terry bless. Where did she go? Oh, you're going to do it? I'm sorry, we're going to have Carmen Bermudez bless the food.
Dios los bendiga a toditos. I'm sorry, in Spanish.
I don't usually translate, but she said, God bless everyone, and sorry her English is limited, but she'll pray in Spanish.
Le damos gracias a Dios por la comida que va a ser en estos momentos bendecida, Padre. Todo tú tienes control de todo lo que se va a hacer en este lugar, Padre. Te damos gracias. Le damos gracias a todas las comunidades que están unidas aquí en este día, en especial a la familia africana, que me considero parte de ellos también, como muchos que estamos aquí. Le damos gracias por todo en estos momentos. Amén, amén.
Amen. As we all know, God answers prayer in any language, so we appreciate you.
And also, the food was made by Youth Build, the current culinary program, and it was donated on behalf of Councilor Robinson. What I would like to do is tell you some of the significance of the food that is over there for you to taste. We'd like to pay tribute to our traditional African-American dishes like fried chicken, collard greens with smoked turkey neck, cornbread, black-eyed peas, peach cobbler, and red velvet cake. These dishes are much more than food. They tell a story of resilience, creativity, and community. Born from necessity, creativity, and adaptation, these dishes symbolize special occasions, prosperity, and hope for a better future. Desserts like peach cobbler and red velvet cake represent the sweetness of the community bonds and the hospitality as we celebrate Black History Month. Let's appreciate these dishes for their cultural and historic significance. They amplify the endurance and the legacy of the African American community. By sharing these meals, we share the stories, we preserve history, and honor the contributions of African American to our nation's historical culture. Thank you.
Is our MC, Mayon Mitchell, here? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out to the, I don't even know, what year did this start, Robbie? This is probably the, 36th, 35th year of our annual African American flag raising. This year we have a pretty, short program. I'm not gonna take a whole bunch of your time. We already had the significance of the food, but I'm gonna open up for Terry Morris, who's gonna do a speech today on Black History.
Good morning again, everybody, and welcome to the annual Black History Month flag raising for 2024. My name is Terry Morris. I am a member of the Afro-American Community Collaborative. We are a small but willing to grow organization here in the area. Today, I really like to piggyback off the theme from the MLK Living the Dream Partners event that they held last month down at Taffeta, and talk about how change begins with us. You know, change means to transform, alter, or modify, but no matter what word you choose to use, the bottom line is it must be done. You know, what does it take? It takes a community, a village. You know, there are certain things that everyone needs, regardless of race, color, or creed. Needs like food, shelter, safe neighborhoods, good schools, equal opportunities, just to name a few. But what about the other things that we need? Like collaboration. I was doing a little homework, don't laugh, Cindy, at the 5 largest ethnic groups in Lowell, Mass. They are 1, white, non-Hispanic at 48.3%, Asian non-Hispanic 22.2%, white Hispanic 9.93%, Black or African American 8.16%, and other Hispanic at 3.72%. I didn't put the citation in there, so I'm not sure where it came from, but what I want to say is that while the Black or African Americans come in number 4 out of 5, that 8.16%, just looking around this room, might sound small, but we are large in number. I'm looking at small business owners, educators, medical professionals, teachers, longtime employees from different sectors of the Commonwealth, public servants, students. The knowledge base that's here is what I'm trying to get at. Is the number may be small, but the experience, the education, and the knowledge is large. And if we work together, we can accomplish anything we put our minds to. And with that being said, again, collaboration is key. We need help. You know, we as individuals and small organizations, we can get together to try our best to make change, but imagine what a team can accomplish. Just imagine what a team can accomplish. And all it takes, and a team such as this one that's full of knowledge, contacts, ideas, a myriad of expertise, we can move mountains, everyone. Don't you want it? So I'm going to charge you all to step up. It's time to be uncomfortable, Lowell, Merrimack Valley. It's time to be uncomfortable. We need to step out on faith and put our strengths to the test to get what we want and deserve. You know, let's talk about it. The conversations are a must. And speaking about talking about it in the conversations, the Afro-American Community Club is working on a couple of new initiatives that will give us all the opportunity to do just that, to get together, discuss issues, praise accomplishments in and around our community. And I really hope that you will join us when we release those dates. We're looking at mixers and podcasts, but if we don't have the conversations and we don't know what everybody needs or wants, we can't make change. It's time for us to stand up. And we can't complain if we don't have anything, if we're not fighting to get what we want. You know, we are one of the only cultures in and around this city without a place to call our own. Don't we deserve a place to call our own without paying for it by the hour, having to clean up and get out on time? I mean, it's the truth. This is not good. There's other things that we have to do. We have to get out and vote. We are in a really critical time of year, and it's our civic duty. We didn't have these rights years ago. You have them now. Make your voices heard. We have to take care of our health. Look at me taking a deep breath. Mentally, physically, it's time for us to stand together to do what is right for our community. You know, I did talk about we being number 4 on that list. Hispanics are number 5. Maybe we have to join together. We asked Pastor Bermudez this morning to come and pray. And again, prayer, God answers prayers in any language. But that's another thing that we're talking about. The conversations have to be had. Afro-American Community Collaborative doesn't say only Black people or African Americans are able to come and join us. We're looking for people who are ready to come up, step up, and help. So we also need to pay attention to the news, social media, what's going on in our own neighborhoods, and take advantage of all of the benefits and opportunities that we, as tax-paying citizens, some law-abiding citizens, are afforded. So believe me, I do give credit where credit is due. There are a lot of people working independently, behind the scenes, but if we can just pull together, just imagine the benefit, the accomplishments, and the praise that we could do for us. So I'm gonna say this, and it's kind of funny as I was looking at TikTok this morning, and somebody's gonna sue because people started saying, let's start standing on business. So don't put this on social media, but you know, we need truly to start standing on business, everybody. The time is now, the time is right, and we can do it. So please, let's join together and make a difference for not just the African Americans in the community, but everybody in the community using the strengths and the tools that we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry. All right, so this year, the 2024 theme for African American in the arts, spanning the impacts of Black Americans have had on visual arts, music, culture, movements, and more. Okay. So next up, we're going to bring up John Pierre Smith from Flip Flop Vintage. He's going to talk about the art.
So we have some art here we bought. I apologize for my whatever emotions. Just a little caught up in what Terry said. I'm just caught up in what Terry said a little bit, right? This is my third one here. And, you know, I appreciate Robbie asking us to come and show our art. But you know, you see reactions right here. People are like, who's doing this art? Like, dude, we've been doing art, man, for 3 years. We've been putting it in on that 28 Central Street, busting our butt as a Black-owned business each and every day. You know, it's hard. It's hard. Yo, I never thought I'd be able to say it's hard having a Black-owned business in this city, but it is. We have to reach to Maine. We have to reach to Philly. We have to reach out. People don't come to that store, we bring them there. And we're a Black-owned business. We don't get the people to have foot traffic. They don't come in and support us, and that's okay. We're gonna go out there and work hard each and every day. But where is the support? How can we ever be better than where we are if our people don't love us? If our people don't support us in the journey? I'm gonna tell you something right now. I remember a person was going on their journey. I remember a person in this room was going on his journey, and I said, I'm gonna go on a journey, and we asked each other, what do they need? They need a Black-owned business, a person with action, a person that will go do it, a person that will persevere, that will cry, do whatever you need to do to be a Black man. But I brought it here, right? I did what I had to do. Where we at here? So what I say each and every day, I'm proud to be a Black man. I'm French Canadian. I'm all kinds of it then. I'm proud. But if my people don't love what my Blackness is doing, how can I get other people to love it? We got white people coming from Maine, from Quebec, all the white people are buying my paintings. I sold 30 pieces in the last 90 days to white people. Come on now, come on. Crowns. So Blackness is where they want to see. They said, boy, you're Basquiat. I said, I'm Jean-Pierre. I don't even really know who Basquiat is, really. I'm ignorant to that. I'm a new artist, right? Somebody told me I had a mental problem. I went up into my wife said, go to the doctor. Let's support you. I want you to do more of what makes you happy, John. You know my wife, Miss Karen. She owns a daycare, Small Steps, successful. Another Black business. 2 Black couple business. You get it? But whatever. So she said, no, but that's how you feel sometimes around here. That's what they make you feel like. It's not what they show, it's what you feel. You get me? It's my feelings, it's what I see, and I'm the one with the camera. I'm the one that counts how many customers come in, how many things we do. I'm the one that know. I'm in the know, I'm in vintage, baby. So my wife said, go up to the attic, do something, get your mind right. I went up there and we came up with this art stuff. We came up with a store. We said we got a Black business, we can go out there and help people. That's what we do. We give toothpaste, we do this, we do that. So that's what I've been doing. So this is what we have here. This is Queen Nita because we got a lot of Nitas in my community, if you know. And Queen Nita run everything. And these are some African sayings, right? Some different things, because we got the comb, because we love to comb our hair, even if you think it ain't comb. All right, so those are the things there. You see she gives a crown there sometimes, and she wants you to remember sometimes the crown is crooked, but she'll put it back in place. Right. Then we got King Solomon, after my race, because I am an original black Israelite from Ethiopia. Thank you, grandparents. We're all African, by the way. So, here's some other things. Thrive. I often put him crooked because my man often adds up to the crown. You see, he got to push his way up there, and he often has the people with him. So he's a man that brings his people with him. And he doesn't lead because he can lead. He leads because he wants to lead. So that's what we're doing out here. I appreciate the time and the moment we have spent. Hey, embrace your blackness. Oh, yes, this is John Jr., by the way. Hey, future politician just moved to Lowell, downtown.
All right.
Thank you, John. So next up, we have Robert Mitchell, who's going to do the Mary Scott Mitchell Community Service Award.
You guys left me after John. I'm so ashamed. So I'm here to have the honor to present the Mary Scott Mitchell Community Service Award. So that's the reason why we're here. So today we stand together to honor an individual whose dedication and leadership have transformed the DEI landscape at UTEC and has also left a significant impact on the broader community. I am privileged to present the Mary Scott Mitchell Community Service Award to a leader in our community, lovingly referred to as the city's godmother, and a steadfast champion of equality and empowerment, Leslie Rivera. In the last 2 years, Leslie has been at the forefront of UTEC's DEI initiatives, playing a critical role in the hiring of their first DEI director and the chief of HR. This has laid the groundwork for a more inclusive and equitable workplace. Under Leslie's guidance, UTEC's leadership team now mirrors the diversity we all strive for, with 82% of positions held by staff of color. This shift is a testament to Leslie's unwavering commitment to representation at all levels. Leslie's efforts did not stop there. Noticing the pay and opportunity disparities between frontline staff and leadership, she prioritized pay equity, substantially closing the gap and ensuring a fair compensation structure. She spearheaded a leadership program for frontline staff across Massachusetts and Connecticut to help outreach workers climb the leadership ladder through personal development. This initiative, established and led by people of color, challenges organizations' claim of being unable to find leaders of color. So with that, we're actively improving ourselves to apply for these roles. Leslie has presided over the New England Street Workers Conference for the past 2 years. This event brings over 300 outreach workers at Gillette Stadium for a day of culture building and professional development. And I was there last year. It's amazing to sit. I mean, I wasn't there for the second day. The second day, they actually sit on the field and they build as a community. So there's 300 people from across New England. It's the greatest thing to look at. It's the greatest thing to be a part of. To just be a part of her journey is amazing. But beyond her professional accomplishments, Leslie's personal commitment to Lowell's youth has earned her the title of the city's godmother. That speaks volume about her character. She has become a symbol of hope and support, embodying the true spirit of community service. Let's not forget, at the heart of all of these achievements is a devoted mother and grandmother whose family values undoubtedly inspire her work and influence. For her leadership, commitment to equity and empowerment, and profound impact on individuals in the community, I'm honored to present the Mary Scott Mitchell Community Service Award to Leslie Rivera. Your work is not only changing lives today, but is also paving the way for future generations. Leslie, and personally, I love you. I've known Leslie most of my adult life. Me and Leslie have sat in backyard barbecues for hours and hours, and what we call ciphers, right? Where it's a circle, We're loving each other, we're talking, we're sharing ideas. I've done this with Leslie since we were kids, right? So it's my honor. I love you. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. So I'd love you to come up and accept your award.
That's beautiful. Trying not to get too emotional. I'm honored and humbled to receive this. It's funny because I was thinking like, let me write something and be super formal, and I said, that's not me. Everything I do comes from the heart, so I'm gonna speak from my heart. And I hope you hear my words from the heart as well. Because sometimes, you know, or a lot of times when doing this work, you have to be harsh about it because it's not easy to do the work. Because systems just doesn't make it easy for us, right? So I'm not afraid to build and destroy what we need to do to be able to get in to where we need to get to, right? So I thought about, you know, what message do I want to leave, you know, in the few minutes that I get to speak to every single one of you that have showed up today. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to ask, when you're an organizer and you do policy work, there's always at the end, there's what we call an ask. And my ask, I have two asks for today. One is to show up. Just show up. However you define showing up, it could just be being you is enough, right?
Yes.
Being in holding certain jobs, being in certain places is enough, and don't ever underestimate that because representation is key for our young people. We need to be there so they can say, I can also be that, right? So showing up, and however you define showing up. The other thing that I was thinking about is like when you're in a leadership position, you really have a responsibility to giving back and opening doors, right? And how do you empower a community, right? And how do you empower young people? And as a youth worker, I've always showed up for young people in a way where I don't think that I know more than them, right? I walk alongside, right, to remove any barriers that they have to get to where they want to get to. And a lot of times when we do this work and we're youth workers, we have this thing called a savior complex, right? Where we come in and we think that we know what you want and we know what's best for you, right? So what I say is show up without that. Show up to empower your community without that savior complex. You don't do what you think is best for the community. You come into the community and you empower the people and you bring out the best in people, empower them so we can weaken ourselves, liberate ourselves, and do what we need to do for ourselves, right? And a leader is chosen by its people. If you're not chosen by the people, you're just a person of power in the seat of power, right? Yeah, so my other ask is to evaluate yourself and assess yourself, and if you're in a position of power, in a leadership role, ask yourself, are you a leader or if you're a person of power? And if you're a person of power, my ask is to get out the way and let us do what we need to do. Thank you. And I love you all too.
I just have to say that life really does go full circle. I knew Leslie as a young person, hanging around, like Robbie said, doing the ciphers with my younger siblings. Don't age me. But it's amazing how we can come from one place and end up together here, fighting for the community, fighting for rights, fighting for our youth. And there's nothing better than watching and working with people that you grew up with here. We are Lowellians, and the work is still there. And again, let's stand on business, people. Leslie, we really love and appreciate everything you do for AACC and the community. Thank you.
Hello, Leslie. I just want to co-sign that. I just want to say thank you because you are really a unique person. And I don't call you grandmother, godmother, whatever. I call you beauty because you can see the beauty and the love that you have for the community. And I know you in a different aspect. We are friends, but I also know you as partners in leadership. And I just want to say thank you because it was well-deserved. You deserve your flowers, and just thank you. Beautiful.
So I guess moving along with the agenda. So now we'll just open it up to the mayor, Mayor Daniel Rourke, who is in attendance.
Welcome and good morning, and I thank you for allowing me to be here today. Once again, my name is Daniel Rourke. I am the mayor of the city of Lowell. And before I start, I want to take a quick moment to acknowledge some of my colleagues in government and members of the city administration that are here today and have joined us. A few of them will speak, and then we'll get the opportunity in just a minute. But first, I'd like to welcome Councilors Rita Mercia, Sakari Chow, John Dakota, and Corey Robinson. Joining us also with our state representatives, Rodney Elliott and Vanna Howard. We have the president of Middlesex Community College, Phil Sisson. Thank you, President, for being here today. We also have our DEI director, Belle Dominguez. Belle, thank you for joining us. And lastly, we have our city manager, Tom Golden, and our assistant city manager, Sean Machado. Once again, thank you for allowing me to be here and take part in today's celebration. We come here today to celebrate Black History Month, to focus on the attention on the contributions of African Americans in the United States. It honors all black people from all periods of U.S. history, from the enslaved people who first brought over here from Africa in the 17th century, to the African Americans living in the United States today that have accomplished and contributed so much to our society, including Lowell. Black History Month celebrates the rich culture, heritage, triumphs, and extreme adversities that are an indelible part of our country's history. We all come together for the opportunity to spotlight and celebrate the achievements of African Americans, which they have accomplished in our country, despite the history of racism and oppression. Over the course of this month, here in Lowell as well, as I'm sure Councilor Robinson will reflect on, we will take the opportunity to learn, reflect, appreciate the contributions that you have made to our community. We here in Lowell do the same, starting today. Once again, thank you for being here and allowing me to be part of the celebration and to just listen to what is being said. Every time I come to this celebration, I always learn more than I have previously. So I'm very thankful for that, and I'm very honored for that as well. So thank you very much. With that being said, to start off, Councilor Mercer, I'd like to say a few remarks. Councilor?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Yeah. You bet you can. Aren't we starting this off on the right foot? Afro-American flag raising, how exciting is this? I am honored to be here, no doubt about it. I don't think there was ever a Afro-American Black Heritage Month flag raising that I missed. I did not. And the reason for that is because I'm biased. I have this love for the people in this room because they grew up with me and my family, Terry and Cindy Mitchell. But let me take you back to the very beginning. There was no flag raising for Black Heritage Month. There was no Afro-American flag raising. There was a couple. There was a man named Bob Mitchell who came before us and started this. And along with his wife, Mary Scott Mitchell, who lived on the very next street from me. Never did I realize that I'd be intertwining with them at a beautiful ceremony like this. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that Terry and Cindy would come over the house and teach my two daughters how to do cheerleading so that they could win a competition. Thanks to them. Thank you, ladies, for allowing that to happen. I'm telling you. So, but we're even more lucky to see the next generation of the Mitchell family to take it over so it doesn't fall in the abyss. They took it over. Thank you so much for letting this day continue and continue. Along with David Choate, who was at the house quite a bit of the time. I'm just so excited to be here because it's like my family is here. I just want to say also that this is very important because what we don't realize about the history of Black Heritage Month is that there were many, many people of Black origin. Dr. George Washington Carver, more than 400 synthetic materials, including, he developed this, cheese, soap, milk substitute, shampoo, printing, ink, coffee, flour, and insulating board. Then we have Henry O. Tanner. He was the son of a bishop, and he became the world's most recognized Afro-American artist. We had Salem Poor, a hero in the Battle of Charlestown, known for the Battle of Bunker Hill. We had Booker T. Washington, founder of this wait a minute, let me say it. Yes, you know. Tuskegee Institute, I'm sorry, I can't even pronounce it. And he said, I will permit no man to narrow and degrade my soul by making me hate him. Wisdom by people. That was the thought of the day for many, many times. Harriet Tubman rescued more than 300 slaves. Benjamin Banneker, mathematician, astronomer. So many, I could go on and on. Famous piano player, Scott Joplin. He won an Oscar for the best soundtrack in the movie The Sting. So there are many, I could go on and on all day long. Please take part in your heritage. Remember how important you are and the heroes that came before you. Be one of those heroes. Hold your head up high. I'm with you 100%. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilor. Up next, we have City Councilor John Dakota. John?
Thank you, Mayor. Maybe it's me, but I could listen to Jean-Pierre for about 6 hours. Très bien, monsieur. Très bien. As a first-year councilor, it's quite an honor to be here. But when I was listening to all the people speaking here, the common theme was coming together. And I think that is exactly what we're doing here today. And we are making differences. We are seeing positive strides coming through the city of Lowell. We are a melting pot, and I think things are going to get better and better. I thank you for letting me speak.
Councilor Chow?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning. I heard that statistics of 8.16%, but if you look around, it feels like 80% in this room, right? Yes. So the AACC and Black American are a small group in the city of Lowell, but they are small and mighty. And if you look around the city, you can see the Black American influence all over the city. So it doesn't matter how, in terms of quantities, it's the quality. If you look around, as Councilor Rita Mercier, all the influence, all the success of the Black American in the country, but in our city alone, we have elected officials, we have food, we have musicians like Tanisha, who's here as well. You have Black Jewish sculpture. You have everything that the contributions of Black American has done for our country and for our city. And we also have many Black Americans that helped build the country of America. And many of them came from the South. They came to Lowell and helped fight for freedom. Help fight for freedom for everyone in the country. And as an immigrant myself, come from other countries, we really appreciate what the Black Americans have paved the way for all of us. So as Leslie mentioned before, it's very, very important. It doesn't matter how many people we have, it's showing up to empower one another. And I really appreciate the Morris and the Mitchell family and the rest of the Black American residents in our city and our region to help celebrate the tradition and the history right here at City Hall. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Chow. Next up, we have City Councilor Corey Robinson. Councilor?
Thank you. If you look around the room and you listen to what speakers have said before me, like the food to my left, there's many ingredients that make a final product. This year's theme is arts in remembering and celebrating those that have made contributions through arts. But with anything, it's through collaboration, like the AACC, like Pastora, blessing the food. If you look around this room, if you look around our city, one thing that Lowell has found a way to do repeatedly is collaborate to get the job done. Whether it's collaborations in our educational institutions, such as Middlesex Community College, that has reached a handout to the community and given people a direct pathway to higher education and to show them that skills are able to be built with assistance and, again, collaboration. The University of Massachusetts Lowell does the same thing, a great neighbor in our backyard that has reached out to the community and said, come join us, we'll show you a pathway if this is what you desire. Look around this room, UTEC, all these different nonprofit organizations. They found a way to capitalize on collaboration. Now, the African American community numbers might be low, but historically growing up in the city, our Hispanic neighbors, African American neighbors have grown up in the same environments. North Common, Bishop Markham, Moody, Shaughnessy. You can't go nowadays to any kind of celebration without having a blend of the food, again, at the banquet table. So this goes to show you that the collaboration has already been there. It's just a matter of really realizing and focusing on what tools and skill sets we have at our fingertips and pulling it all together to achieve the outcome that we're looking for. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today to help start celebrating Black History Month, but even bigger than that, let's celebrate our community. Let's celebrate the spirit of collaboration, and because as many speakers have said earlier before me, none of this is possible by ourselves. So the more we work together, it's only going to get better from here. Thank you very much.
Awesome, right here. Get the first one. Even better, right? Yeah. Yeah. No, it's okay. No problem at all. Yeah. So lastly, as far as the city side goes, and our friends in government, we have a proclamation, the City of Lowell, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, by my honor, Daniel P. Rourke, Mayor. Whereas the City of Lowell takes pride in recognizing February 2024 as Black History Month, celebrating the many notable contributions that people of African descent have made to our community, state, country. And in 1976, Black History Month was formally adopted to honor and affirm the importance of Black history throughout our American experience, which dates thousands of years and includes some of the greatest, most advanced, and innovative societies that we can all draw inspiration from. And we must also not forget the men and women who worked tirelessly for freedom, civil rights, and equality for all people, and whose deeds have helped broaden and enrich American culture. This presents a special opportunity to become more knowledgeable about Black heritage and to honor the many Black leaders who have played a part in the process of our community. Now, therefore, I, Daniel P. Rourke, Mayor of the City of Lowell, and my colleagues in the City Council and in government, do hereby proclaim February 2024 as Black Heritage Month in the City of Lowell, Massachusetts, and urge all citizens to take part in the celebration on this third day of February 2024. Thank you very much. All right, we all ready? Making sure we're not missing anything. One, two, one. All right.
So before we wrap up, I just want to open up the floor a couple minutes. If there's anybody in the crowd that has anything they want to say, the floor is open before we close up. So if there's anybody that has anything to say, the floor is open. You have a couple minutes, please, and thank you.
I would just like to make sure everyone's aware, please help yourself to the food that Youth Build Culinary did as well. So help yourself.
Cindy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cindy Mitchell, and I wanted to just say, first of all, John Smith, beautiful artwork. We all do have to walk through downtown and support. John Smith is also the chef for tonight's Black History Month ball. Did you guys know he was a chef? He's a chef, too. I just wanted to also say to Leslie, honor well-deserved. I am the founder of the Mary Scott Mitchell Foundation, Incorporated. You all know that's my mother. She's been spoken of. Leslie got the award for community service, and my mother is all about community. I don't want to talk about her like she's not here. She is well, and she's alive and well, living her life in Florida right now. But I just wanted to say that the Mary Scott Mitchell Foundation is a foundation of giving, and just like my mother, the foundation will help where help is needed. We don't have a specific niche that we're gonna do this or that. If somebody needs something and we can help, we're here to help. The ball is tonight. It's gonna be a grand event. Everybody's welcome. Everybody that bought tickets, I have your tickets with me here today. Anybody that needs tickets, please see me. I look forward to collaborating. I've been in Georgia for the last 5 years, but I'm back and ready to work. As my father said, we can't just sit around looking. Got to figure out what you're going to do, get up and do it.
This is going to be good. Stacey Thompson, y'all.
Good morning, everyone. All right, so today I'm gonna be in auntie mode. And for those of you who know what auntie is, you know what I'm about to do, okay? So one of our favorite songs in the Black experience is We've Come This Far by Faith. But I wanna know, where are we? And is it that we're going? Many have put the faith that our ancestors used to survive on the back burner. Church no longer as important, God foreign. We must return back to move forward. Integrity, we don't hold it as dear. We don't hold each other accountable, and we don't hold each other. Where are we? I want us to own our Blackness because it is beautiful, it is strength, it is perseverance, it is power, and it needs to be walked in fully. Make being our brothers and sisters keepers more than a hashtag. Black history is American history, and in the present, we must show off and show our presence. Thank you and God bless.
The flag, where do we go? You're gonna come? The speech, no? Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna thank everybody.
Hello, everyone. It's me again. I'm Mona Tyree, in case you don't know who I am. One of the things that I would like to ask everybody, where change does start with us and how we can contribute to that change, is when we go outside to sing and celebrate and raise the flag, I would like to ask everybody to make themselves a little bit uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is I would like everybody to change their positions where they're standing. Stand with someone that you don't know and say hello. Get to meet your neighbor. Get to meet your neighbor, because you never know who's standing next to you or who you're in the audience with. So if you can make yourself a little bit uncomfortable just to get to know your community, I challenge you to do that. Thank you.
So we going out? Okay, we're gonna go outside and sing our Black History Month national anthem. Mona just challenged you all to be uncomfortable. And before we go, I really have to thank Lowell City Manager Golden for all of your help. One thing that we may not understand is that the doors to the City Hall are open for us. And unless you knock, nobody will open. So let's get together, take advantage of the listening ear and all the help and support that we get from this house here, and let's do it. Have a good day. Let's sing it.